Hi everyone, Justine Froelker here, and it's Therapy Thursday. And as you all know, I'm growing a couple businesses, or it's just like one business because it's all underneath me and all things I love. But one of those that I'm growing includes, a team of people, and we're going through some growing pains. And I made a mistake, and because I have people in my life and a tribe around me that have done the Rising Ever Upward work with me, we were all able to talk about it in a healthy, productive way. And I was able to circle back, and we were all able to talk through all of it, especially in regards to the stories that we're making up. And so it was, one of my teammates was like, this is a great lesson. And so one of the things that comes up when we are in relationship with others. So you must be vulnerable when you're in relationship, right? Like that creates connection. If you are human, you are vulnerable. If you are in relationship, you are vulnerable, which means because we're flawed human beings, we are going to make mistakes and we will need to be able to circle back. And that's why I'm such an advocate for asking for what you want and need. So what we were going through is I had a couple realizations pop up. Number one, as the facilitator of this work that has walked over 60 people through it at this point and teaches it and reads on it and practice it myself every single day, I know a lot about the shitty first drafts that we all have, as Brené calls them, the stories that we make up. And most of them, as I've shared before, stem from something in regards to I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, I don't deserve, I'm invisible, I don't matter, whatever it might be. Pick your poison. But as one of the facilitators of this work, what I'm finding is that I am pretty cognizant of someone's SFD before they are. And what's happening is that I know that how they're responding to me is really the story that they are making up. That does not stop it from triggering in me the stories that I make up. And then what we all have is a bunch of people who are rumbling with emotions and the stories that they make up. They're shitty first drafts. And thank God my teammates have done this work with me and we are able to actually talk through it. And so there's this element of like, my friend was like, how do we do that? Like, how do we know that other people are rumbling and we're rumbling and we're all in our heads about the stories that we make up? And it comes back to my TED talk, 99% of your response to someone else is about your shit. It is. Just like the 4 agreements say, take nothing personally. On the flip side of that, my response to you is about me. And I had to own that with my team. I had to say this feedback, which I need and appreciate, totally brings up my SFD of you work so hard and it's never enough, ever. You are invisible, you don't matter. And of course, the shame story keeps going. And so today, I want you to walk through your day when you are with your loved ones, with your coworkers, with your children. Have that in the back of your mind. I talk a lot about being cognizant of what's the story that you're making up, but also be able to ask yourself, what's the story that they could be making up? Because most likely when we have that foundation of vulnerable, authentic truth, we can come from compassion for ourselves and others. Gracie's got to go out. Make it a great day. I'll see you next week for Therapy Thursday. As always, if you liked this video and found it helpful, please make sure to like it here on YouTube and share everywhere else on your social media walls or share it with someone you love. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and click notifications if you never want to miss a Take Care Tuesday or a Therapy Thursday. And I will see you next week.